So when we did the last ceremony, that was when I had just received the information that basically the comets in their trails, they hold like information.
Yes.
This information activates our DNA, and that comes in rays shaped like a honeycomb. And then this comet, like that's where the vibrations, the Michael's Tower vibrations started. I was in the tower and I received the transmissions and with the recordings, and then I was guided by Archangel Michael to essentially extract this moment. And I always knew that this moment is really important because it did look a little bit like the Star of Bethlehem next to the tower, and the fact that I was in the tower doing this and recording that was very so. And for the last 3.5 years I knew that it's like I have to, because this is what I've been told to do. And now when the cosmic Thatcher told me about this information, because with that new comet, then there was like this comet, that was when we did the 3 ohms in the Lion's Roar in the churches. Then that's when we had just started, and that comet was called Leonide. So that's Neowise, Leonardo, the comet Leonardo, and somebody took a picture of it when it had like one of those explosions, and it looked like this is like the divine feminine coming in 100%. And I was like, okay, wow. And then there was the comet Pons-Brooks, which is coming close to Earth now, and it comes around every 71 years, and I was born in 71, so that already made me go a little bit like humph. And then with Pons, it means bridge, but it's also some kind of a part in the brain that connects 2 parts of the brain. And Brooks is like a little river. For me, it's the stream of consciousness. So that's what like in that whole like storyline took me to the like the importance of this comet. And when I told the cosmic Thatcher about like, oh, and then there's the Pons comet coming right now, he told me, he gave me the final key with that the knowledge comes down in beehive. And that's why when I had this happened the week after I had activated a Merkaba around Glastonbury Tor. So Merkaba is like a Star of David, and inside the Merkaba no negativity can exist. So after I had activated the Merkaba in the Tor, this happened, this recording happened, where the information that activated my DNA came down in honeycomb shape. And then I checked out on the other comet, the comet Pons. I did some research, and turns out that it exploded like last year.
Cool.
On the 20th of July. And when it had this outburst, it looked like that.
Right.
And the day before the cosmic Thatcher gave me that information, I saw that the grail that I had received, it reminded me of the Millennium Falcon, because it looks a little bit like that. And then I looked that comet up, the Pons, and during that explosion on the 20th of July, and by the way, this was also taken on the 20th of July. And that came after the 3 years anniversary, like on the day to the 3 years anniversary.
Right, so that's why you put it all together in one.
And they called that the Millennium Falcon comet.
Yeah.
And that's because that looks like that looks like that. And then I was like, wow, and this looks like that. And then this whole Star Wars connection. Whoa.
Yeah.
Because I went to Skellig Michael. And then there's this whole, like today, final download, because I put the I put the triple double terminated smoky quartz inside the Star of David, because it was standing very, and there's like animals living in here, and I didn't want the animals to push it down. And then as I put it in the Star of David today, remember how I said that the Star of David fits inside a honeycomb?
Yeah.
And as I place this in there, I'm like, hang on, It's got a honeycomb inside.
Oh, yes, look at that.
And this makes even
Wow.
more sense with the activated Merkaba around the top, with the information that I received, with my DNA that had been activated.
Blimey.
Exactly.
It's a lot, isn't it?
And it's all about the Holy Trinity.